candy out of here. Oh, no one's joined just yet. How y'all doing this evening? Wait on y'all to come in. Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Irma? How's everything going? Hey, Mr. Cucumber, how you doing today? I'm getting this candy ready for the kiddos. I asked my daughter if she gonna hand it out. You know, last year I put it out. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Last year I put it out, and yeah, the big kids kind of just helped them. They went overboard. They, you know, they don't have, you know, sense enough not to take it all. So I didn't buy as much this year, so I told my daughter she was gonna need to. Hey, Antoine, I think that's it. So yeah, I told her she was gonna have to pay us out. I mean, she done left the house. I did turn the light on out there, but it is still early. You know, they ain't getting ready to start right now. You know, so I'm trying to put a little out of each bag in there. Y'all giving out candy tonight, or you doing trunk or something with your church? Hey D, how you doing? Yeah, I'm getting ready for these little kiddos to come get it. Come take it away from here. But I didn't really buy as much this year. Y'all, I don't know if you remember when I made the video, right? It ain't very many in here. My daughter bought these. Said she liked them. She didn't like these things. They taste just like Fruit Loops. So I tried one. They was terrible. They do taste like Fruit Loops. Now they not no false advertising. But that is meant for cereal. It's meant for cereal, honey. Not meant for no candy. But you know, little kids like all that old different stuff. So I guess if these kids can be happy with this little candy, they gonna have to be. Cause yeah. That's a big bowl for right now. I got enough to fill up the bowl again for them to what's the name? Y'all, how y'all day going? Y'all, we made it, y'all. We made it through the end. I'm still eating a piece of my steak from last night. But I didn't think I was gonna make it, y'all, but I did. To the end of VlogTober. And we out. But I said I would do another live. And I kind of wanted to come back and let me just stop chewing. I always eat my steak one, y'all. Want to get a chance to just come back and just tell y'all thank y'all for all your support. And thank you for just buying my devotional. Thank you for hanging in with me the entire month of October. Commenting and supporting all the videos that I put out. Y'all truly was my motivation because every day I thought I wasn't going to make it. I'm like, no, I said I was going to do it. I said I was going to do it. And I thought, I said, you know, I put the disclaimer out that I would do most days, but it ended up being every day. And I'm thankful to you and thankful to God that I was able to kind of hang on in there and do it. But anyway, so how y'all Monday starting out good? Y'all ready for November? You ready for November? Yeah, I saw that. I can't even believe it. Y'all remember when I started out with just a few subscribers, and I had like 100 subscribers for the longest time when I first started my channel years and years ago. And then when I started back up, it took me a long time to get to 1,000. And I never really looked at the numbers. And it's so ironic. The other day, Tracy's Place was celebrating 100,000 subscribers. And I looked and I said, oh, wow. I'm a long way from 100,000, but I was like, Man, this channel is almost at 10,000 subscribers, and you know, some of y'all have been with me for so long, and I just really appreciate it. And I can't believe how the channel has grown. And ironically, someone told me maybe we can get 10,000 before the end of the year, 10,000 family members. But ironically, someone told me you should start posting your shorts on YouTube, and I think that's what. And since I've been posting the shorts, you know, I post them on Facebook, I post them on Instagram, I post them on TikTok. And someone was saying you should post them on YouTube as well. So when I started posting the shorts, seemed like the channel really started growing. Hi, Gabrielle, how you doing? And it's so odd because a lot of my regular viewers, some of y'all watch everything, you know, I put up. By the end of November, all right, Mr. Coupon, I don't know. That's some lofty goals, but we might do it. But hey, sweetie, I'm calling out shotgun. How you doing? But yeah, so I was like, man, it's a different audience. You know, people that like the shorts primarily. Some of y'all, like I say, watch all my stuff, but a lot of people that like the shorts don't really like, you know, my long form stuff. But I'm just happy for anything that you support. I definitely appreciate you all. So what's y'all hot plans for tonight? Are y'all passing out candy to the little bitty ones? Hey, Jewel, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Jewel is right here in the M town near me. Sweet Life of Queen, how are you today? Oh, thank you so much, Sweet Life of Queen. Yeah, but yeah, y'all, what are y'all doing? Did y'all have festivities over the weekend? One of my coworkers, he was saying something about he does this haunted house every year, and he was talking to me today. I was in the office about his haunted house he was doing. He said they had a massive turnout this year, way more than usual. Hi, Hattie, how are you? And he just was hoping tonight they be kind of slow. And I'm like, who would be coming to a haunted house on a Monday night? But I guess I don't know. Who knows? I have never been into that type thing, so, you know, even when I was celebrating Halloween, you know, I give out candy strictly for the kids, so I know if they'll have a house they can get something safe from. And I've been a kid once, so it's nothing I celebrate. Sometimes, you know, with the church, they do the trunker stuff for the kids, and they have the children dressing up in biblical characters and stuff like that, so they can participate in it too, because they understand what being a child is, so. I don't know, like I said, how many people are going to actually turn out. Because, you know, more and more people are getting away from allowing their children out. And if I had a child, to be honest with you, be my grandbaby. You know, even if I ever had any grandkids, I probably wouldn't let my grandbaby go around either. Not even for the fun of it, you know, I would just buy the stuff. But, you know, some parents are not in a position to do that, and I get that too. I get that part. So, I know when I drove for Lyft, this is so funny. I lived in Memphis, and when I drove for Lyft, well, I lived in Cordova, which is a suburb of Memphis, and I drove for Lyft, and I would go get, actually families would catch Lyfts to go to this neighborhood called Central Gardens, and it's all these big, nice homes. They're historical type homes, and these people would give out all type of, you know, children would actually come to this neighborhood just to go, you know, from house to house. So I imagine they still do that now. I don't know. But anyway, so how was y'all day at work? Did anybody work today? I went into the office today, and I got some workers coming on tomorrow and Wednesday. They're coming to do finally my year. You moved to Cordova? I've been here for 4 weeks. How do you like it out in Cordova? Oh, okay. You'll inbox me on Facebook. Okay. Yeah. I lived out there for some time now. One thing I do like about it is it's a lot of stuff off of Germantown Parkway, so you'll have plenty to go to out there. I see they open up that Whataburger because I took my daughter to fix up the car, get her car repaired the other day. She had to have her brakes done. It was a teacher's work day, and I was off. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice to be off today. It's nice to have a 3-day weekend. I remember you saying that in the comments. But yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I saw, now that Memphis is, they seem to be getting a lot of restaurants. Not that these are five-star restaurants, This like a Whataburger, but I like me some Whataburger. Before I would only be able to eat Whataburger when I went to Texas. And then my girlfriend told me it was one up in Mississippi somewhere, but of course I wasn't driving out the way to go no darn Whataburger. And I eat like a Jack in the Box, but then I would only eat at Bojangles when I went to Atlanta. Well, Bojangles is this one in South Haven, and my daughter told me recently they had put one in the Raleigh area in Memphis. So I say it's interesting how restaurants get a bad, go out of a city and then they come back. Because for years Hardee's was gone out of here and then they came back. But sometimes you be so skeptical about eating out now. You almost just want to cook yourself. But you just have to, like I ate out yesterday and I got leftovers from Chili's. But this guy was showing, and I guess if you places like New York and stuff, you don't have any control over that. But he was showing that he delivered chicken to Popeyes and it was rats. When he went in, of course they scattered because they had the boxes and stuff closed. But the rats, was just having them, like they had them a little party, I guess, when the people closed. And he went in to deliver the chicken, right? Rats everywhere, just going everywhere, y'all. It was just, oh my God. So, I don't know. So it makes you kind of, some things like that can't be controlled and they can be as clean as possible. But if you get an infestation of rats or bugs, and I wonder, like, when you're in places in New York like that, how do they control that? I guess they can't close down everybody because I've been in New York and these rats be all on the street. Our church. Oh, your church does a trick or trunk for the. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I said if I did something, when I do have grandbabies, I'll probably have to do something with the church. I definitely wouldn't let my child go out. Yeah. Hey Sabrina, how you doing? But yeah, I wonder how, the health department controls the situation like in New York and stuff, because I've seen rats be on the street like, hey, I live here, you in my way, and they don't be running in New York. They just be like, what's up? What's up? Hey, Jess Krista, how are you? Yeah, I said I would come on. I promised I would do one more prior to the end of the month. I said it's the last day of the month, so if it's not today, I got to keep my word. I got to keep my word. I have two friends' birthdays today, and so I wish them a happy birthday this morning. But it's so funny how, so my daughter's god sisters. Hey, Dale's Life, how you doing? Quiet Storms, Kristen, how y'all doing tonight? So my daughter's god sisters having a brunch next Sunday. So I'm gonna go. You live in New York, just Krista? Oh, you live in upstate New York, so you're not in the area where all the rats be. But anyway, like I said, I saw this little clip on, and the rats was just like, "Hey, what's up? You don't mess with me, I won't mess with you." But you better back up, cause you need, so it was funny. And but yeah, I thought about it, back in the day when I was a little girl, y'all, we would have birthday parties. We would just get together and it was like, come over, send your children over here. We're gonna have hot dogs and chips, and they gonna play. It wasn't no bouncy houses and all of that. And I was just looking at how, and even when my daughter, I think she had maybe one birthday party that she just didn't have one or two friends. I just stopped after the first one. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I had her birthday party that year at Chuck E. Cheese, and you spent all that money out, but I would always take her to other people's parties, but I'm like, I'm not doing this. I would say you get one or two friends, y'all can go out to dinner, you can go do something, y'all can have a sleepover or whatever, but I'm not buying this birthday party stuff, because I was looking at people renting out gaming trucks for these kids' birthday parties. I done got all off track, but this is where I'm going with this. Gaming trucks, for all of this, and all these bouncy houses. And you done spent $800 or $900 just to get the bouncy houses in your backyard. You don't even have food yet, whatever. And I just think you all want to take your child, give them one friend, maybe take them on a little trip or do something like that. But I'm like, the one lady had a spa for her little daughters. I'm like, by the time you do all that, you done spent $1,000, $1,500 for a little birthday party, for a little 5, 6 year old birthday party. I'm like, mm-mm. But anyway, these are adults. These are not children. But I was telling my daughter because on the invitation, it's like everybody have to wear a shade of green next Sunday. So your birthday parties are just different. I'm telling you, I'm like, oh, let's go back to the hot dog days. And hey Kim, how you doing today? Y'all, Kim has a lovely channel. If y'all don't know, y'all go over and check her out. And I think Deb has a channel as well that's on. But yeah, it said wear a shade of green. I have some green, and my daughter has some green. In fact, I just gave her a camouflage outfit that I couldn't. I ordered it and I ordered the wrong size, so it was too big. So I gave it to her. But I said they always having theme parties. Can't we just show up like the old days? But I do have green. I don't have to go out and buy nothing green or nothing. But you know, I'm like, what happened to the old days? Even adults who can't just go to a rest of the party and just show up, you know, and just say, hey, happy birthday. What happened to the good old days? So it's so funny, but like I told y'all, in my adult life, in my 53 years, I have never had a birthday party. You know, I sometimes go out to dinner with my friends, but a birthday party is something I've never had. So I was like just tripping off. Man, you could spend, I'd rather have all that just money and really just do something, have a nice dinner, just get together. Y'all come over, just sit around and just kick it, throw some music on and just sit and act the fool and, you know, talking and chit-chatting, jaw-jacking with each other. You know, so I was watching something, it was some commentary on T.I. You know, he does a lot in the community. I used to buy for apples as a child. I used to see that, you know, when we went to the fair back in the day, they had that at the fair. I don't know how they had the apple bottom. I don't think they would dare do that for hygiene purposes now. They wouldn't do nothing like that now. You know, everything is so taboo now. You couldn't do, you know, different stuff anymore. I was watching a young lady on here. I can't think of her name, but she has a little brother. Her name's Amber, but Amber Martin, that's her name. She has a little brother, and she lives in North Carolina, and she was going around and she was going around. They had a fall festival. She said she lived in the country, but it was a barn. I guess it was like the pumpkin and like balancing stuff. They had like a little s'more station. Different stuff they were doing for the kids, and they had all this like climbing stuff and stuff to do, like a little maze, you know, one of those little escape maze type things, and it looked like just a real fun time. I said, shoot, I'm a big old grown up. I would love to do something like that now. I don't eat the s'mores, but it just seemed like they had a lot of little activities out. I don't know what part of North Carolina she lives in, but I just thought that was real neat. She said it was in the country. So I don't know if do they have something like that. You know, it was a fall festival type thing. Do they have something like that for a fall festival? She showed all this in her blog. They used to give us unwrapped candy. Oh, child, you talking about unwrapped candy? I don't know if y'all remember what, you know, I don't know why I'm talking like I got it in school, but I got this from the church. The church would always give us it at Christmas now. We would get fruit, an orange or apple, and that old candy that I asked some time ago, and somebody told me what they sold. I forgot who said something about what they sold, that old ribbon-like candy and that different type candy. They would give us that a bag with nuts in it and that ribbon candy and that fruit, and it would be wrapped. It would not be wrapped. We just would eat that candy like it was nothing. But you know, people don't. You wouldn't dare do that now. I guess even before COVID, you wasn't doing it. So I know darn now you're not gonna do it. You know, you be looking at that like straight to the trash. We didn't think nothing about throwing that stuff in that trash. We ate that stuff just fine. Yeah, you remember that bag? Them churches gave out the old bag, baby. You get ready for your bag at Christmas after you said your Christmas speech. Oh, Lord. But anyway, that was too funny. And my dad used to have, we done got on Christmas now. How we get on Christmas, y'all? Yeah, you remember the ribbon candy? My dad used to have, I wonder, that was just like one of those for old time's sake. I don't even know, but he had this like lazy Susan. I think he got it from the Philippines, he said. I hadn't seen it in years, I don't know what happened to it. But it used to be on the table every Christmas, and it had like four little sections, 4 or 5 sections. It was wood, and it had that fruit bag. You know you like that fruit bag. You know you like that fruit bag. But he would have all like Brazil nuts, walnuts, pecans, and all that, and then the nutcracker he would put the nutcracker in the middle. It would just be one of them silver nutcrackers for you to crack the nuts. But I used to be so fascinated because my dad would crack 2 walnuts in his hand, and I was like, ooh. Ooh, he doing something. You get little kids, you be thinking your parents are just magical. Ooh, look at that. So, but I was just like one of those just for decoration and I don't know what for, because I'm not going to eat them kind of nuts. And, I see them and they still sell those bags of like Brazil. It be selling, it's like the mixed nuts. Hi, Amanda. How you doing, y'all? If I didn't speak to you, I didn't see your name, I just please to charge it to my head and not to my heart. I just can't have see for one thing. And then I'm running my mouth too, so I might miss you. But I sure thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. I'm doing fine, Denise. How are you today? But yeah, stuff like that, y'all. Do y'all, I just sit up sometimes and I guess you really think about a lot of stuff the older you get. I was watching something, and I think about this all the time because I had a girlfriend whose mother had dementia, and she took care of her. As a matter of fact, you thought your dad, yes, was the best, the strongest man alive, but her mother had dementia, and she took care of her. She was a caregiver for her mother, and she was just talking about how hard it is. So I want to say this. She has an organization called the Purple Gloves. Her name's Gloria here, and I try to go and support her prayer breakfast every day, and she actually does like little things for caregivers. Y'all, you don't even imagine, I couldn't even imagine what it is to be a caregiver for someone in that capacity and to watch their health failing. If you are able to, and a caregiver, and a lot of times people don't think about the fact they be, outside family members be thinking, especially if the caregiver gets some type of check, they're thinking, they're misusing their money, but they don't get that much money, first of all. And, if they're just on Social Security, most of the time they're not getting very much. I'm not saying every situation like that, because some do have a hefty amount of money. But they're using that to care for them, to buy them diapers, to buy the care they need, to even get a break, to get somebody to sit for them sometimes. But if you can do something small for them, like if you know something they like, just take them by, just go sit with them. Because, a lot of times she say they feel so isolated and alone because people, stop going to see them, stop visiting them as the caregiver because, they're always having to see about their parents. Hi, Bertha, how you doing? But yeah, so if y'all know of any caregivers and you can do something small for them, maybe even if they like Starbucks, give them a Starbucks card, because a lot of times they not only are using the money that their parents or whomever are getting in, they also are putting their money into caring for the parent. And a lot of times, sadly, it's sad to say, some families rotate, but a lot of times it falls on one individual in the family. So I always pray to God. That's my prayer. But I don't know what God has in store for my life. I pray God stay the same because I really don't want to be a burden on my daughter. I hope to have and pray to have my mental capacity and be able to care for myself, the older as I age, if God bless me to live a long life. But like I said, if you all know of any caregivers and can do something small for them, I know this economy is tough. My coworker and I were talking about that the other day, that this economy is something else right now. And, you almost kind of like don't want to spend, don't want to do, just to hold on to money. But if you can do something to help somebody else, if it's something small, just to brighten their day, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, because My daughter's always saying you can make more money. Now you can make more money, but I know money. I be like, what you talking about? Money don't grow on trees. Not literally, yeah. It might be out of paper, but yeah, whatever. So I know these dollars are hard to come by right now, and they don't stretch as far as they used to. But if you can bless somebody else when you can, try to do so. Anyway, y'all. But I just want to come this evening, and I thank y'all all for joining me. What it is being a caregiver, it's a job, but very rewarding. It's a blessing, and I think a lot of people will give if they have the opportunity to kind of be with their parents. And this one, I happened to see a clip, and the young lady started crying. She was feeding her mother, and she was feeding her mother. I'll get to that question in a minute about a cashless society. And her mother, I guess in a moment, looked into her eyes and remembered her and called her by name and said she loved her. I'm sitting up here, I be getting all crying at this stuff at night, be watching this stuff. And so she just started boohooing because that was a glimpse of who her mother used to be. And she told her that she loved her. And she said, Mama, I love you too. That she was able to, remember her. So in that brief moment, even through all the stress and all of that, that moment of clarity with her mother was just, I'm sure, the best, because I know people who have lost their parents that wish, I for one wish that I could have a sit down talk with my father again, but I know that they would wish that they could have, I wouldn't want him here in the capacity that he was in, I know that he's in a better place, but just to have that opportunity to have a sit down conversation with him would be, welcomed if it was possible, is what I'm saying. So you won't, like I'm saying, whatever relationship you have with your parents, you definitely will miss them when they're gone. So, relish in your parents and love on them if you can, even if you don't see eye to eye. It's just not even worth it at the end of the day, having, a bad relationship. And unfortunately, like I said, my biological mother, I would do anything for her if she asked if I could. We don't have a relationship, I talk to her here and there, but because as you all know, my father raised me, so no, I don't really have a relationship with her, and that's unfortunate. But like I said, I'll do anything for her if I could. I still, talk to her, and we have a decent enough conversation now in my adult life, but relish that. What do I think of a cashless society? Well, this seems to be the way things are going. And they used to say cash is king, but a lot of people, places don't even want to hardly take cash now. I, for one, I don't know if y'all see me like when I'm at fast food places and stuff like that. I actually prefer to pay with cash in a lot of places. I do. I still use cash as much as I possibly can when I go somewhere. Of course, I pay my bills and stuff online, and I pay for, things like that, but I'm very skeptical. Sometimes I pay for my gas with a credit card because I told y'all the other day when I was pumping gas, I don't really like to, even though I prepaid the other day, most of these places require prepayment now because people are stealing your gas. So I don't move fast enough when I'm by myself to get back out to the pump sometimes. Somebody be done stole my little $25-$30 worth of gas. But I try to use cash as much as possible because I've had so many situations with this darn fraud and stuff. They're going to have to get some type of better parameters in place with that. I just think they're going to have to get some type of better parameters in place to stop all the fraud. Because every time you turn around, it's some type of breach with Equifax, it's some type of fraudulent charge. Now, one thing I don't do, I will use it like for, if we order like DoorDash or something like that, or from the restaurant. But I'm real skeptical about using my debit card. Hi AJ, HR, I don't use my debit card a whole lot. I will use a credit card and pay. Because I'm like, even though your money will be eventually, you can get your money eventually back with the credit card, that's your cash gone out of your bank account. Now with a credit card, you won't have to pay. Maybe you can pay it. Say you have a situation where somebody's fraudulent against your charge, against your card for your credit card for $1,000, right? That's $1,000 going out of your account until they resolve the issue. They don't just put your money right back. On the credit card, they don't necessarily resolve it right away either. However, you can make a $50 minimum payment until they get it resolved, brother. Your whole $1,000 gone until they come back, and then that $50 will just be credited to your account. Hey, Keita, how you doing? Quiet Storm. That's what I'm saying. So I'm very skeptical about using my debit card at the pumps, at the little gas station, because you always got this old Pfizer fishing equipment at the gas stations and stuff. Now, every time you turn around, it's like at a 7-Eleven or something. So I'm real skeptical about, using my debit card everywhere. But I know it's needed. But like I keep cash. Sometimes I run out when I be to spend it, but I try to keep a little cash on me. Because I'm like, if something happened, say something happened, you got to move and they shut the electric system down. You have different cars for different things. They shut the system down. Say they shut the system down. No power, no nothing. Because you go in these stores, they can't even operate if their electronic system's down. But you can buy something from Joe Blow off the street corner for $5. If you got $20 or $30, you might pay us a fruit stand and you can get something for cash, So I would encourage you all, if you can, keep you at least $20, $25 on you if you can. I would normally mine is $20, $25, and then when I run out, I go and get $20. And it's so funny. I always put cash in church because I'm not a member anywhere, because I don't have checks anymore. I don't have checks, but I saw where I probably was going to stop even carrying cash to church. I always go get money. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? I go get money before I go to service, and I put, cash for offering. But this church, a lot of these churches are getting where you can pay online and donate online. So I'll probably start doing the online donation instead of carrying the cash to church, because I do put that on my taxes every year. If you don't have the same kind of accounting system if you're paying cash. But yeah, try to keep a little cash on you, because like I said, if something ever shut down, you need some, you can get some from the farmer's market with cash. They gonna take them some cash. In these stores, like I say, they getting you up out of there. Get out of here. Get out. We cannot do business. Y'all know I'm silly anyway. But y'all, I just wanted to stop by here. I said I was gonna stay on about 30 minutes. Of course, I'll be on an hour talking. Y'all know how I do. So I'm gonna get off here and get ready for the little kiddos. I got the little bowl of candy ready. I'm ready for them to ring the doorbell. I guess my daughter gonna leave me stranded. She claims she gonna be back now before they start. I didn't even see that last question. I'm sorry. I apologize. But so hopefully she come on back, because I'm sure it's gonna be dark here. It's about 5:30 something now. 5:40. As soon as it gets dark, I imagine at 6 o'clock they're gonna be ding dong, ding dong. And honey, as slow as I know, they be the left. Rest up from the blog. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to take me a couple of days. I'm gonna have to take me a couple of days, because I'm like, but I know some days they were better than others, but I really am. It was exciting to kind of do it, and I'm gonna try to. I am gonna still try to give some, videos a month, maybe 3 to 4 a week this month in November, starting November. And but I am gonna try. I made up my mind. I said, Vlogmas is only 25 days, so I'm going to do my level best to do Vlogmas when it comes in December. So, but I got a break, and then I got to finish working on. It's 6:50, so it's 5:50 here. So where you are is an hour ahead. But yeah. Hey, lady, how you doing? I saw you on the you say you had gotten a book. Thank you. Thank you, Keita. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I said, I know some are better than others, but I really, like I said, y'all are really you hadn't gotten one. Well, some like last year I got some, but I don't know what it's gonna be like this year. I know when I was in my apartment out in Cordova, I got some candy one year. I had two people, and the only reason why I had two because the brother was bringing his little brother around, and he said, "Ma'am, could I have some candy too?" I just gave him the whole bowl. Can I said, "Yeah, young man, take the candy on, take the candy on." Wasn't gonna me keeping it. I wasn't gonna eat it, so you know. And Amber here now, she does eat the Snickers and stuff, some of the chocolate, but some of this stuff she don't even eat. So I will set it to, yeah, that's what and I want Amber to be here, and I probably will go sit out on the porch and be looking at my camera, make sure some little kids coming, you know. Make sure it's little kids at the door, because you don't know, like I said, you have to just be careful about everything. This is sad that society has come to. I never would thought, you know, that it has come to this, that you have to be so cautious of everything. And you know, with that being said, what I will say is this. I know you have to be skeptical of people, but y'all, there's still so many good people in this world. And I'm going to tell you, God will show up and show you that every day. Something. That it's just a light. And so I know that God still loves this world because it's still hope, because it's still good people in this world. And you just have to, I tell you, it's something. You know, even when you're about to say, well, that's it. I'm not, these people are mess. God will show you a glimpse of somebody just doing something just so miraculous. And you see a little child laugh. See some older person laugh. See just somebody our age, you know, younger, just having a good time, having joy, doing something to help someone else. You know, it brings back to your mind that it's still good in the world. Life is still positive. God is still in our presence. He's still in our midst, and He's still loving on us and still saying, I know I still got some soldiers in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier. Y'all remember that song? In the army of the Lord, I'm a soldier in the army. That's an old song. Old Baptist church song, missionary Baptist. They may have sung another song, but I just remember that was for my little girl. I went to church with my grandmama, and they used to sing that. But anyway, I said I'm getting off here, and I ain't got off yet. And I'm glad I got a chance to hang out with y'all tonight. I'm glad y'all joined me. And y'all, that was in the Kojic church too. Y'all know, I know you know you. I was just watching see there, I'm talking about something else now already. I will get ready to end. But I just got through watching a sermon by the late G.E. Patterson. I tell you, I love me some G.E. Patterson. Y'all, I know sometimes I can't hold a tune, but you know I'll break out of a song in a minute. It just I just like singing it. It's joyous to me anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna really go. I hope y'all have a good night. If you don't get it to trick or treaters, you can always donate your candy. You can even donate it to a homeless shelter. But I'll probably, if I don't take it to my give it to my daughters, nieces, and nephews, I will put it out at work. And y'all will be surprised. Adults really love candy, especially men. They really like candy. That's so surprising to me. Maybe they're not supposed to have it and they be sneaking it at work. Y'all think that's what it is? Oh, you gonna watch the replay? Thank you, Regina. I can't figure out how to get the comments. I can't never see the comments on the replay. I be missing all the comments. I be wanting to watch the comments. I'm getting off here for real. I'm still talking. Anyway, y'all know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And I want to tell you, I will probably come on, but I'll have a inspirational from today. A part of the video I did today, so it won't be anything new tomorrow. But I won't see y'all tomorrow per se, but I will see you sometime this week. Thank y'all for hanging in for VlogTober. And we're out. Love you. Bye.